So we are in full throttle of Scorpio season. We have a full moon this week, and I was just looking at the moon. I was like, all right, it looks like it's getting full there, about 3/4 of the way. So we have a waxing moon. I think it might be like a waxing gibbous because it's about 3/4 of the way full. So that'll be here in the sign of Taurus at the end of the week. And then we just got, post-election vibes last week. So it's very interesting, but lots of transitions and shifts. And before I started the recording, I was just talking about my mentors as far as my yoga practice and his mentor who recently passed yesterday on an Ascension Day, 11/11. So that was very timely. And I was also speaking about my mentors and just honoring them, the ones who taught me intuitive development, the ones who attuned me. I was about to say returned me, Freudian slip, but the one who attuned me as a Reiki master teacher, and ordained me as a reverend. So technically, as a female reverend, I'm a priestess. And she also was the one who started the women's meditation, the weekly women's meditation and readings with the goddess guidance oracle cards. So these are very near and dear to me, this deck. And once she moved back to California, I was invited to take it over to Phoenix and Dragon Bookstore, and here we are now. So tonight's message, as I was shuffling, is very timely in honor of all those who have walked before us. Scorpio season is also about obviously death and rebirth. I was speaking of how this is like a rebirth cycle for me as I'm revisiting some practices. I started taking classes again at Berkeley Psychic Institute, not from my mentors, but from the people who are there now, and getting energy healings and so forth. And yeah, it's a rebirth cycle for sure. Um, And Scorpio season is also about honoring our ancestors. So a couple weeks ago, I did a co-facilitated an event where we were talking to the trees and our ancestors as well. So, like I said, this week's message is very timely. It is the High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. And so with honoring the wisdom that has been shared with us, as well as the wisdom that we share with others and that which is innate and within us. Let's begin. Just taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Repeating that a couple more times. Inhaling, filling the belly, the heart space, the mind, and exhale, releasing, reversing the flow, letting go. And just allowing the breath to flow in its own rhythm, its own cadence, allowing it to deepen and to lengthen through the body. Perhaps bringing your eyes to a soft gaze, gently closing them. That's available for you. Just taking a moment to be still. Hitting the pause button, snooze button, everything else. Allowing the energy around you to just begin to settle. Allowing everything to just slow down. allowing everything else to be set aside as you arrive gently in this moment. Just noticing the breath. It's ebb and flow in and out. Receiving with the inhale, releasing and letting go on the exhale. Remembering that life is simply put a series of endings and beginnings, just like the breath, allowing it to flow. Honoring its cycle, its rhythm, noticing the moments that make you catch your breath, the moments that allow you to deepen the breath. And just taking a moment to shift your focus within. Just observing your thoughts, noticing where they are in time and space. Noticing your emotions and how you're feeling, knowing that they are all welcome. Inviting all of you into this moment. Just allowing your awareness to sink down to the bottom of your being, down into the hips, down to the legs, down into the soles of your feet. Allowing a sense of ease and relaxation, peace to wash over you, the crown of your head, to every cell of your body, from your skin all the way into the bone, all the way into the feet. Just becoming aware of your body as you scan yourself from head to toe. Breathing into any areas of tension, areas calling for your attention. Inviting them to soften and to just relax. Slowly, intentionally, relaxing every part of your body. Top of the head, space between the brows, back of the head, relaxing the ears, your eyes, your lips, your jaw, throat, neck, and shoulders. Relaxing the arms, elbows, wrists, hands. Relaxing your pinkies, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, thumb. Palms of your hands soften. Allowing the heart to soften. Relaxing chest. Allowing breathing to just become easier, softening shoulder blades, the middle back, belly, low back, sacrum, pelvis. Just allowing your womb space to soften all the way down to your pelvic floor. Relaxing your thighs, and your knees, the lower leg and ankles, tops of the feet, pinky toe, fourth toe, middle toe, second toe, big toe, all relaxed. As you soften soles of your feet, just allowing yourself, either from the feet or from the sacrum, to begin growing roots down into the earth, allowing them to deepen and to widen. So you twist and intertwine all the way down to the center of the earth. Anchoring into a collective sacred space where we all meet, just like the roots of a tree, all holding each other as they descend down into the earth to receive the nourishment, the resources, the support that is needed to sustain, create, stabilize. Feeling yourself secured in this moment. Feeling yourself supported in this moment. Just recognizing that you too are an extension of this earth. You too are valued. Allowing yourself to be receptive of Earth's resources, her sustainability, her flow, creativity, and abundance. Various ways of expressing herself, moving through cycles and rhythm. honoring each one as they come. Breathing in, breathing out. Taking a moment just to honor the cyclical nature of the earth beneath us and of yourself. As above, so below. Allowing your awareness to expand out to the far edges of the room that you're in. Allowing your awareness to expand even greater beyond your home, your city, state, country, earth, and far out to the edges of the universe. Just noticing what it feels like to take up space. The simplicity in creating space for yourself, simply through your intention and your imagination. Taking into your awareness the cyclical nature that above, the moon, her phases, sun, sky. Some days cloudy, some days bright, clear. Just noticing all the ways that spirit above and earth below remind you you are an expression of the divine. You too are part of something greater. Its expression manifests in the physical. You are heaven and earth embodied. And within you, you possess the gifts, creativity, the potential, possibility, divine expression. Your soul inhabiting a feminine body is chosen to bring forth with it gifts of intuition and insight, creativity and abundance, resourcefulness and wisdom. Within you lies a divine knowledge, one that cannot be faked or forged or taken from you. This is divine truth. This is who you are in consciousness. regardless of who you've been told you are or how to be, who you've chosen to show up as. You possess a divine knowledge that can be shared and assist others. A wisdom that extends back far into the reaches of ancient times. A lineage of wisdom lies within you. And by being an expression of the divine feminine above, like the moon and her intuitive gifts and phases, her illumination, her light, and the earth below, her groundedness, practicality, creativity, beauty, and material wealth. You have chosen to bring this knowledge forward into this moment, into this life, into this day, this week, this month, this year, decade, and beyond. Because of this divine lineage that courses through your veins, that is held in every cell of your body. You are a way shower, light worker, teacher within your own right. Your pursuit of spiritual teachings, knowledge, awareness, personal development, honoring your inner wisdom, honoring your intuition, are all gifts that others may benefit from. Your life experience is your PhD. There is nothing else to seek. All is within you. Hold no fear in expressing your wisdom. This is one of your greatest strengths, your power, your resources cannot be taken from you. Only refined, cultivated, shared with others, simply through your presence. Know that however you show up, whatever wisdom you share is all valuable, no matter how big or how small, how simple, how complex. No matter how many lives they touch. Each of you is a valuable, integral part of humanity, of this world. When you share the teachings of what you have learned in that moment, you are serving as a catalyst, catalyst for change, a beacon of light. And if it calls to you, allowing yourself just to open up to being assisted and divinely guided and manifesting, receiving, stepping up to the platforms in which your teachings need to be shared, your wisdom, your insight, your guidance can reach others. Maybe you're being called to lead workshops, to write, teach, simply be a role model, a mentor, someone who influences and impacts the lives of others. Even if it's just a friend, coworker, child that may be in your life, you are doing your due diligence and simply being who you are. All that you have shared, the wisdom, the guidance, perspectives, have not been given in vain. They are all valuable. Think of how many times you've shared your perspective and it made a difference. It provided comfort. It offered insight. It boosted someone's day, helped them to see things clearly, helped them to make a better choice or decision. Think of all those moments someone said, thank you for simply listening, for the advice that you shared, the help that you shared. Taking a moment to just think and contemplate, to recall all of those moments. Sometimes we overlook them. Those are all moments where you were called to be that beacon of light. To share your divine knowledge. To teach. To guide. To hold space. Your presence in this world is valuable and unmatched. It can never be replicated or duplicated. Your energetic signature is just like your thumbprint. Nothing else in this world is like it. Take a moment to honor yourself. To acknowledge yourself. Being a vessel. Allowing yourself to be poured into just as you are in this moment. Then sharing that, pouring into others when the moments present themselves. This is how you honor your divinity. Your purpose. Your gifts. And your body. It's an instrument of divination. Breathing in. Breathing out. Slow and steady. And now that you've taken the time to honor those that you have poured into, your next breath, shifting your focus to those who have poured into you. What are the teachings, the wisdom, the guidance that the women around you have offered? Women that have come before you, aunts, mothers, grandmothers, mentors, perhaps someone you know, someone that is unfamiliar. We have so much inspiration that is accessible to us in this day and age. So taking a moment just to send love and gratitude to those who have poured their wisdom, their light into you. Noticing how we're all connected. Each of us being filled from one woman to the next, from one generation to the next. This is why the gift of receptivity is so significant. As women, we tend to pour into one another. We're naturally tuned to care, to nurture, to give, to help, to heal. So when you allow yourself to receive from the women before you, the women around you, regardless of age or life experiences, we take what we can with honor, with dignity and integrity. We allow ourselves to practice it, to embody it, and then share it with another female, another woman. We continue our own lineage, that of the divine feminine, as above, so below, as within, so without, just like the breath. In and out, smooth transition. Intentional and unintentional. conscious and unconscious. And it is within our being to do so. It is in our nature. Deep breath in through the nose and full exhale out through the mouth. Bringing your awareness back to the physical body. Wiggling your toes, your fingers. Allowing that movement to expand to the body, taking a nice stretch or anything that feels good to you. And then whenever you're ready, gently coming back and opening your eyes when ready. Of the High Priestess and divine teaching, I can only control so much. All right. I can control myself, how I respond to the external environment. So, and the way I responded was to ground it out. It just took a little minute. But anyway, so let's see here. Tonight's message of the High Priestess. I actually find this very timely as well. Because with this being Scorpio season, you don't really think of like Scorpio being the teacher necessarily of the zodiac. Typically, I think the teacher is associated with like Sagittarius or like Aquarius type energy. Um, and so, what came to me for the collective message is to spirits like tell them right now. All right, come. But to allow yourself to be transformed. Allow yourself to be transformed and just staying open to opportunities to share your knowledge. Because, like I was saying, Scorpio season or Scorpio isn't really seen as the teacher per se. And we normally associate Scorpio with the scorpion, right? But that's kind of I don't want to say low vibrational in like a negative way. It's just because it's close to the earth versus the eagle or the phoenix, right? So the scorpion is more of like the more grounded, instinctual, primalistic aspect of Scorpio. However, the eagle, the next state, the elevated state, would be to see things from a higher perspective, right? To soar above and beyond that which is beneath it. And from that higher perspective, you're able to understand really how things work and to see where things go. And Scorpio is very much about understanding things, right? Getting to the bottom of it, wanting that depth. And so, in that discovery, that is where we understand truth. I know Scorpio is also known as like the truth seeker or the truth speaker. And so that is an opportunity for you to share your truths and what practices, what teachings, what experiences you had that have transformed you. To me, it's kind of like my little sister. So she's a Scorpio actually, but we've only been in one argument I could think of our whole entire life. We've always been like this. But the one time we got into an argument, it was because she was going down a path that I could see would not serve her best interests. And I had already been there. I was already a troublemaker. So I'm like, in order for you not to make the same mistake, um, I want to give you advice. And out of love, out of passion, I'm going to share that with you. So it's kind of like that, like big mama or, big sister, something like that, auntie, mentor, whatever, that kind of fusses at you a little bit. Right. They hold you accountable, but from a place of love, because they want to see you do better. They want you to be better. They want you to really receive all the goodness that really serve your highest good, and not have to go through the struggles, the experiences that can be debilitating or detrimental, right? So it's like that eagle being able to see things from a higher perspective, and the path that those around you may be going, and offering your guidance, advice as needed, right? Because you can't just go around pouring your self into everybody. Not everyone is receptive, and using your intuition, once again very Scorpio like, can allow you to know when that time is available and when it's not. And then the phoenix is like that rising from the ashes, the fire is also a very transformative energy. And that is kind of like where that's like almost like a legacy type of energy, right? So I was saying in the beginning of this how my mentors, they started off probably, I know like me, I went into these teachings because I was at a very low point in life. My stinger was out and my baby daddy. And then I was able to learn as a student, take in that knowledge, see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle. And not only through my personal transformation, I was able to share that with others and illuminate that truth. And ignite, hopefully, that truth and divine knowledge, self-awareness within other people. So know that you are a part of that as well. And so everything that I have learned, I have shared. And if you have shared anything that I have taught you, then you are also part of that lineage. It's simple, right? And all you did was show up. So just want to say blessings to you. Remember that regardless of the platform, the recognition, the titles, the pay, the this, that, and the other, spirit sees you, right? The divine feminine sees you, your presence, everything that you have experienced in life has not gone in vain. And at some point, I'm pretty sure that you've given something of yourself that has assisted someone else. And so this is my way of honoring you. And yeah, thank you for being here. All righty.